Hi there, everyone. Welcome to the reading for the week ahead, where we do a Monday to Friday spread. If you are new here, very welcome. And if you are coming back, I appreciate you and thank you very, very much and very welcome. All right, so for the new people, as I said, we do a Monday to Friday spread for the week ahead to see what the week holds and what kind of messages and guidance come through for us. So I'll pull one card from the tarot now that represents each day of the week and what the general energy is there, and then we'll go a little bit deeper with some oracle cards, and I'll see if there's anything else or any other deck that I want to pull from. Okay, so let's begin. Okay, we're asking for guidance for the week ahead, please. One card for each day, Monday to Friday. Okay, now please see what Monday's general energy is for the week ahead for the collective. That's the energy for Monday, thank you. 8 of Swords. Okay, Tuesday. Wow, okay, Tuesday is quite nice. 2 of Cups and 6 of Cups. This is lovely energy. Don't worry too much about that 8 of Swords. That usually is a mindset that we are in that is difficult. Okay, Wednesday, please. General energy for Wednesday for this week ahead. Thank you. 8 of Cups. Thursday. Thank you. Ace of Swords. Lovely. And Friday. Thank you. King of Wands. Okay, really not bad energy so far for this week ahead. Let's see what the bottom of the deck is. The 4 of Swords. This can mean rest and this can mean healing. Let's see what the oracle cards bring up. This is very similar to do if I do like a 6-month ahead reading for you. I'll often use these exact cards and I'll do exactly what I'm doing now, but I'll pull each month with the tarot deck, and then I'll get further information from this particular deck, which is the energy oracle, to give more information on that month. So this is very similar to what I usually do for month to month. Okay, so let's see what we get for Monday, please. What goes with the 8 of Swords for Monday? What goes with the 8 of Swords for this coming Monday, please? Thank you. Daughter value. Okay. What goes with the 2 of Cups for Tuesday? Thank you. And is there something for 6 of Cups for Tuesday? Thank you. 8 of Cups for Wednesday. What goes with the 8 of Cups for Wednesday, please? Oh, that's way too many. What goes with the 8 of Cups for Wednesday, please? Interesting energy. I say that because when I'm shuffling the cards, I can feel how smoothly they pop out, or if there's resistance or any kind of sticky energy, it has a bearing on what we're kind of dealing with. So that tells me a bit more about Wednesday. All right. Can I please see what goes with the Ace of Swords for Thursday? Ace of Swords, thank you. And King of Wands for Friday. Sorry, that's too many cards, and I flipped them around in the opposite way that they were supposed to come out, so I don't think that's going to work for us. Can I please have whatever goes with the King of Wands for Friday, please? What goes with this King of Wands? This is very interesting energy. Okay. Let's see what comes up there. Wednesday and Friday are going to be slightly tricky days. Okay, I can tell you that right now. But we'll deal with that as we go along. And then what goes with the Four of Swords for the bottom of the deck, please? This hostilities is definitely relevant. This has popped out at me. It was at the bottom of the deck now. And I think it's got to do with family or people close to you. And there's kind of a warning here already of like somebody close to you that you need to just keep an eye out with and have a strategy with dealing with it. It's not necessarily deception, but it just feels like uncomfortable energy. All right, but that is separate to this. Let's see, what is the card that goes with the Four of Swords for the bottom of the deck, please? What goes with Four of Swords for the bottom of the deck for the general energy? Thank you. The World. Okay, we deal with that last. Okay. There is a general energy here of needing to walk away. This is Wednesday's energy. I'll talk about that a little bit more as well. It's highlighted on Wednesday. Let me put it that way. So when we're looking at Monday, we've got the Eight of Swords here, which is a feeling of literally feeling bound and restricted, like the woman that you see in this picture. Okay, she feels like she's got all these swords around her. She's tied up. She's also blindfolded, which means she doesn't see a way forward. She doesn't see what's coming. She doesn't know what's going on around her. She feels exceptionally vulnerable here. And this is a lot of the time a mindset. Okay, this is allowing ourselves to get into an imprisonment of the mind, or some kind of feeling where we feel like we don't have any way out. Okay, or there is nothing that we can do that is taking action towards what we need to have an effect on. So it could be that we are at the mercy of like external circumstances where we are not able to take action towards something, and there's something that literally makes us feel like our hands are tied. But this card says to us this is not really the truth. And in many depictions of this card, there are ways in which this woman is freed. So sometimes there's a knight in shining armor in the background on his way. Sometimes there is a rat that's gnawing at the ropes, or there's a little creature that can help her to get out. And sometimes she's really not that tightly bound. So in this picture, if you look carefully, she could just drop her one arm and these binds will fall off of her. She's tightly bound because she's got her arms like quite far outstretched. If she drops her arms to her sides, this ribbon will fall off. So this is saying there is a way out. All right, and there's a door to value here. So this might have something to do with the money situation, but the first impression I got here was like our own value. If you make the decision that you need to make, or you take action with regards to what is going to be of value to you, whether that is how the value you place on an item, a situation, yourself, or even another person, and you reevaluate that, I feel like this has the ability to get you out of the situation. And I think that that is what the theme of the week is. All right, it's about how you value yourself, how you value the people in your life, who deserves that kind of attention in your life, and you can make decisions that are going to value you, that are going to benefit you on your personal journey. That's very important. Okay, it's what benefits you on your personal journey from the bigger picture. This decision can literally open doors for you. This decision can get you into a place where you can maybe make more money or just add more value to your life in any way, shape, or form. So, for instance, if you decide to leave a job and you feel like, I don't have any recourse here, I'm really stuck, and you decide, no, I actually can just go and look for other jobs, there's a good likelihood in that hypothetical situation that you would find a better job that pays better, because you've decided to make that decision, as opposed to just believing that you're stuck. Okay, because this is saying the fact that you perceive yourself as stuck is not really the truth. There is a way out. There is a decision you can make. It may not just be the easy way out. Okay, so that's Monday's energy. I'm going to read from the book for that one. I feel like this is very important. Door to value, new beginnings in finance or career. This card shows a door with a golden coin on it, opening to a place that is filled with light and bright potential. Money, coins, and jewels fly towards you through the open door, revealing a golden city beyond. All of this points to the potential for exciting new beginnings or expansion where work or money are concerned. Perhaps a new opportunity is totally unexpected, or perhaps it's something you've been working towards for quite a while. Either way, keep your eyes open for this new beginning to appear in your life. Know that anything you value may be open to you now. Remain conscious and creative and get ready to step through the door. Okay. So there's a way out, or there's something that you don't see coming, literally. Remember the blindfold. All right, let's move on to Tuesday. So Tuesday is the 2 of Cups and the 6 of Cups, which is really lovely. This is about people that you do have a good rapport with, that there is this reciprocal energy, there's give and take, there's understanding, good communication, somebody who's quite giving and helpful and supportive in your life. And then there is the 6 of Cups energy, which is about that balance coming in as well. And this is all heart-based, okay? This is emotions and spiritual experiences, relationships, things that really touch our heart. And the 6 of Cups can actually represent people from our past that we have really good memories with. It's positive nostalgia. It's not like, oh my goodness, people from the past coming. It can talk about a lot of people coming and going in our lives. That can be friends and family and whoever it might be, but this is a positive, good exchange, okay? So this is really lovely energy for Tuesday, and it's very different to that initial energy of Monday that we feel like we are stuck in. All right, so maybe there's somebody you have contact with. It might be someone that comes into your life from the past. I feel like some people, there's 2 things going on here. I feel like some people are dealing with family members and family dynamics. And then I feel like there's a different group or a different collective that's dealing with a work situation. Okay. So one might apply to you and the other one might not. And then I feel like there's also potentially a collective here who's like in a family business, or they're in business with family members, or they do business with family members. Somehow that family member or family members are connected to your career. All right. Maybe you want to leave the family business and you feel like you can't. Maybe leaving would be a good idea, but this is the kind of thing that's like really doing things that are right for you, and that it might cause a bit of tension or disruption. Okay, so whatever situation speaks to you, I think that this might be something that's going on. That's only for a select few, and there's like 3 different pockets of collectives that are coming through here. Okay. All right, then the cards that go with it, we've got Archangel Uriel. This is showing that there's someone in the physical 3D and in spirit that is supporting you. Uriel sends support in 2 dynamics, physical and spiritual. So this is very much talking to this kind of energy here, okay? And we have Archangel Michael. So 2 archangels coming in. Tuesday is going to be a powerful day for a lot of you, all right? And there's the support and rapport. Archangel Michael is the energy of protection and courage, okay, and strength. He offers strength when we need it. He gives us courage when we need to do something courageous, and he offers protection for us, okay. This is about the root chakra as well, which is all based around earthly things, literally houses, cars, money, jobs, relationships. So it really speaks to these kind of dynamics coming in. The Archangel Uriel energy is the crown chakra. So this is about feeling connected, feeling part of a collective, feeling like you are part of this group or this family, and also part of spirit, that you are supported. So I really do think that Tuesday is going to be a lovely day. Okay. Be open to that support. That is going to help you. And you're going to need this courage, because Wednesday, this is you stepping away from something, having the courage to move away from something. This was the first one that came up where I said I felt sticky energy. Sorry, I do just need a sip of water here. Okay. So, Wednesday Wednesday. Wednesday is the Eight of Cups. Again, we have cups, emotions, spiritual experiences, things that can really be felt very deeply. And the Eight of Cups is an energy where we're stepping away from something, and it's difficult to step away from whatever this is. All right. You see these 8 cups, they are things that are investments of our time, our love, our energy. It's something that we've been invested in for a long time, but now we've realized that it's gone as far as it can go. It's time for us to move forward. And that can be a very difficult thing to do. And when I tried to pull the second card, the Oracle card, I think you all noticed how difficult it was. And it was, like I said, it's sticky energy. So this Healer of the Ages popped up. And I feel like it's going to be difficult for you to take this step. It's going to be difficult for you to take that leap of faith and say, listen, this is what I need to do. And then I got the Walking Away card as well, which is really what needs to happen here. This is in the reverse position, which shows there's a difficulty in doing this. It's a difficulty in stepping through that gate. But please note the same kind of energy here that they have here. Okay, there's a huge encouragement. It's saying, do this. You are supported. Look at the little energies around here that also represent transformation. There's new blossoms that are emerging here. There are butterflies which are showing transformation and growth. And there can only be a forward movement when we see these cards. There is going to be no growth. There's going to be no transformation if you don't do this. Okay, you're at the pinnacle of an experience. There's a need for you to step out of this gate, step out of your comfort zone, because you're not going to have growth if you don't do this. You're not going to have what you're looking for. You're going to stunt your growth, in fact, if you don't do this. So here we have the Healer of the Ages, who, to me, this is what is possible. If you take that leap of faith, if you're willing to walk through the gate and go and explore and go into the unknown. Just because you don't know what's there doesn't mean it's bad. And that's a mindset that we really need to get over, because we have this, these belief systems that are instilled in us, and we have the fear of the unknown, but we only fear it because we think that we know what it is, and we don't have a clue. A good thing to do is to ask, please show me what is possible, and leave that up to Spirit, because they have a bajillion infinite possibilities that you can't even think of and cannot come into your consciousness because you never have experienced them and you can't perceive of them. So trust this process. Okay, the Healer of the Ages wants to come in. He wants to come and bring balance into your life. This is the energy of alchemy and transformation. And it's followed by the Ace of Swords and the Cornucopia card, which means you are open to anything. Okay, so Wednesday, take that leap of faith. Do that scary thing, because it's going to change your life. It's time to walk away from whatever no longer serves you. Even if you are seriously emotionally attached to it, or you've spent a long time doing it, it doesn't mean that it's not time for it to be over and for you to maybe invest your energy elsewhere. Okay, so Thursday, as I said, Ace of Swords, Cornucopia. Cornucopia is just abundance, prosperity, potential. There's the 11, that's the balance that we're looking for, that the Healer of the Ages brought in. Look how he's balancing his arms. He's trying to bring balance and alchemy to the situation for you. So this is about embracing it. This is new beginnings and fresh starts, and this is action, acceleration, movement. And it can sometimes be difficult. It can sometimes cause ructions, all right? But it's saying do that thing that you know you need to do. That's going to open you up to the Cornucopia energy. Let me read the Cornucopia energy for you quickly. Wishes fulfilled. An abundant harvest and great blessings are waiting for you, and you may even find all of your wishes fulfilled. This cornucopia of gifts from the universe can come in the form of financial riches, job fulfillment, romantic love, or all of the above. When you receive the cornucopia upright, you know that you have done important work and it's about to pay off. The seeds you have planted in your energy and in your life are ready to be harvested in some significant ways. Get ready, for a great feast of abundant value is being prepared for you now, and Spirit is applauding all of your effort. That is wonderful. I've actually got goosebumps, that only happens when something is True or important? Okay. And it often only happens when I'm doing mediumship, so that's very interesting. I feel like it's important to know for some people that this big step that you're taking, opening yourself up to this potential, is something that those who've passed on really support. And I feel like that is what is meant to be shown here, where I talked about Archangel Uriel bringing somebody in spirit and in the physical, that you can have these physical people you have rapport and support from, but there's somebody in spirit as well that will be supporting you. So maybe a past loved one that is around you that is saying, this is good for you, I support this. All right. Okay. Friday is the King of Wands. The King of Wands is very much a self-starter. It's someone who's got great leadership abilities and qualities and can lead other people. They are action-orientated. They're confident. They are very purpose-driven. They're focused on what they're doing. So that's a really great energy, and it's a lovely contrast to this that we start with in the beginning of the week. Okay, so here this is this directed action. You really being in a position of power and realizing it, not being afraid to take action on your own behalf. And this is really somebody that is solid in what they're doing. They can work alone as well. They don't always need to be supported, but obviously it's lovely when we do have that support. And you do have that support because you're talking about community here. All right. I will say, however, there is a need for you to decide what you do alone and what you do with other people. And there's some people who are not completely on board, or they're maybe not going to be available at this time, or there's really no need to get them involved. And I do want to say that because I feel like when I was mentioning the hostilities card, there could be people maybe in the physical 3D that don't support you. Okay, you need to stick with the people who are on the same page as you, that want the same things that you want, that support what you want for yourself, just like those in spirit are doing, because I feel like there might be one or two that don't. Okay, and then we've got Archangel Gabriel in the reverse position. He came up upside down, which shows an issue with the throat chakra. So I encourage you to speak your truth. Okay, don't be afraid to say, I'm doing this, this is what I need to do, this is what I want. Maybe you need to speak up for yourself or advocate for yourself in some way, and you need to have a strategy. Okay, there's a lack of strategy here. Now that you have this information about Friday, you can get your strategy in place, and you can put this card in the upright position, because I feel like there's certain people who are going to support you and are going to be lovely energy around you, and there are other people who are not going to, and you need to be ready with an answer. You need to have that throat chakra open and say, I'm going to say what I need to say. I'm going to communicate my needs, or I'm going to speak up for myself from a place of love, because that always gets good results. And I'm going to have a strategy. When I have somebody that I know is going to give me some flack here, or is not going to support me, or it doesn't think it's a good idea, I need to have a plan. And even if that plan is totally avoiding them or just not answering them, that's also an answer. No is also an answer. All right, I want to read the strategy card for you. It came up in reverse, just as a reminder. When the strategy card is reversed, it indicates a stall in progress due to the lack of planning. You may have a goal in mind, but no specific ideas about how to achieve it. Or you may have found that your original plans have hit a wall and it's now time to re-evaluate things. If this is the case, remember that the path of least resistance may be tempting, but it really leads anywhere new. Don't let the mundane tasks of life eat up all of your time and take you off course. Instead of floundering and wandering around in confusion, put some significant mental effort into starting or renewing a comprehensive plan of attack. This card reversed is warning you to get out of the role of passive observer and become the author and director of your own destiny. There is the author and the director of his own destiny. Okay, he's not afraid to speak his mind from a place of love. There's no need to be rude or obnoxious with anybody or, arrogant. You just do what you need to do for you, and you say, thank you for your opinion. I'm still going to do what I need to do because I know that this is right for me. Okay. I also want to read the Archangel Gabriel one. Gabriel is the angel of communication. Okay, he's associated with Mercury as well, the god Mercury, the planet Mercury, which is also based around communication. And he's saying, open your throat. Say what you need to say. Practicing the throat chakra and getting it unblocked also is very easy to do if we not only speak up and advocate for ourselves, but if you sing or you hum or you do anything that has to do with the throat chakra, that's really good exercise. Okay, so let's read that. This card reversed often indicates a significant block in the throat center. Something in your history may have caused you to shut it down, but it's important now to break through that unhealthy pattern. Or you may have currently been in a situation where the free sharing of your ideas, opinions, or feelings are being thwarted. In addition to the fear of self-expression, this card reversed could indicate physical throat problems. As all the chakra cards reversed may signal difficulties in the area of the body. The physical trouble may be connected to the blocked energy in that chakra, so it's all the more important to work on clearing the energy in the center involved. To clear the throat chakra, call upon Gabriel and meditate on his power blasting through any blocks. See your throat center spinning in a beautiful blue light. Muster up the courage to speak your truth to yourself and to those around you. It's time to let go of any old fear of confrontation and stand up for yourself from now on. The affirmation says, my throat chakra is open to its perfect healthy state, spinning with the beautiful energy of freedom and self-empowerment. I am free to express myself in every way. Okay, again, that hostilities card might come up. It might be a bit of an argument. Try to have a strategy so that you don't have an outburst. Have ready what you want to say. Okay, that's a very good way to manage those kind of things. Okay, then finally we have the Four of Swords coming up for the card for the general energy of the week ahead. All right, and this is a card of rest. It's a card of healing. It talks about us being very busy, sometimes inundated with a lot of work. It could be things around paperwork. It could be things around just tasks that we need to complete, that our schedule's very hectic. Whatever the case might be, it's reminding you to rest, okay? And I think there must be a strategy for that as well, because rest is as important as action. We can only do things at 50% if our batteries are at 50%. You can only give your client 100% or yourself 100% when your batteries are at 100%. Rest and rejuvenation is very important, especially after the energy we've had from these two eclipses. And we've got the full moon coming up that is going to kind of close off that energy to a large degree of all these things that are changing and shifting. But these are literally life-changing shifts that we're having. All right. Then we have the World card, which is the energy that goes with the Four of Swords. And this is this cornucopia. This is this potential for the world being your oyster, literally. Okay, open yourself up to these things. Don't be in this kind of tunnel vision energy, because this is what this is on Monday. Try to get yourself out of that as quickly as possible. Try to have that strategy. Don't be afraid to walk out of the gate, okay? Remember that you have so much potential here and so much support. You've got Healer of the Ages. You've got community here with people who do want for you what you want for yourself. You've got the Archangel Michael energy here that offers strength and courage when we need it, and protection for ourselves and our family, or whoever you feel you need protection for. And Archangel Uriel, which reiterates that you've got support in the spiritual and the physical realms here. So this is the complete opposite of this kind of energy. This is expansive kind of energy where we see the potential that's out there and we see that it's limitless. Again, ask Spirit to show you what is possible. so that you can get out of this imprisonment of the mind, this analysis paralysis. Because the sooner you can get out of that, the sooner you can have that very wonderful and productive week. Okay. And remember, don't be afraid. They've given you 2 cards here that say you need to walk away from something. Walk through the gate, because there are beautiful things on the other side. There's this cornucopia on the other side. If you walk through the gate, they're telling you don't have to guess what's there. You don't have to worry about what's there. We're telling you what's there. This is what's there. If you knew that, you would have walked through that gate ages ago. Okay, and this is a personal pilgrimage. This is a journey, a very spiritual and personal journey. And that's what you need to remember. This is what you need to do for yourself. Other people may not condone it or understand it, but you need to do what you need to do for you. Okay, as I say, probably once a week. Your life is not a popularity contest. You need to do what's best for you. All right. I wish you a beautiful week, and I send you lots of love, and thank you for being here. And we'll see you sometime soon whenever I do the ad hoc readings during the week. Take care. Bye for now.